Hey folks, Sam here. Snow is gone. Frost is pretty much out a lot of the ground up here on Epic Acres. We are still getting some freezing, thawing nights. I'm sure we got more to come. But we're going to do some frost seeding. So we're going to hit this spot down here. This is a great summer plot for the deer. A lot of fawns and stuff out here. So we mixed up some stuff. I got the white gold clover rush and put some alfalfa in there, and then I have some chicory, and then I just got some red clover. We're gonna go on 3, which has got a lot of alfalfa. We're gonna frost seed a spot. We just got a bunch of giant white clover. We're gonna mix in some other stuff with it. So we'll do that over on 3, and then I got a small spot on 2. But now's the time to be getting the clover out. Sometimes you got to recruit help. We'll get this whole piece planted here. This is about 3/4 of an acre. All right, there it is, all mixed up. We didn't put any. These are. This is the clover rush. A little bit of alfalfa. You can see it in there. And then we added some red clover. And then we have our chicory. So this mixture will go up here on Epic Acres, and we got another spot on the lower part of Epic Acres. That's our main clover plots. I got a little spot on 2 that we'll put it on, and then we'll switch over. Epic Acres 3 has it's alfalfa. It's starting to thin out. The farmer that leased the land before I bought it, he has that. So when we go over there, we're gonna mix a bunch of the white clover. This is just some cheaper white Dutch clover that I got that was left over at Smiley's last year. Same thing with the medium red and some alfalfa. This is what he had left over. But whenever I do clover, I usually do the white gold clover rush. Plant it in the fall, and I put it in a slight brassica mix. Yeah, that gets all used on that. Yeah, in that section. But like I said, we use the white clover in the fall. We mix it with a brassica mix and as a cover crop. But here in the spring, when we're frost seeding, we're just filling in all them spots that we started last year. So should be good. We got this little spot hidden behind the berm on Epic Acres too. Last night you can see it's starting to green up a little bit with the clover we started here last year. But we had 12 deer in this little spot last night, right before dark. All right, here's our other big clover spot. This is probably our most established clover plot, but you can see they keep her nipped down pretty good here in the spring. They've fed out here pretty much all winter. So this one's probably an acre, a little over an acre. So we'll get this one frost seeded. Right over there is the scrape that we just did for the ducks. The geese. Never seen Canada. So now we have the Gulf of America, and now we should have American geese. All right, get this done, and then we're gonna head over onto 3 and get that frost seeded. All right, last spot over here on 3. This is our big field on Epic Acres 3. It's probably about, I think it's like 20, no, it's probably 32 acres, something like that. So we got it ready for frost, or we're gonna put switchgrass all the way around it. We're gonna do probably a 15-yard wide path all the way around. That's gonna give us a soft edge and give us some concealment. This is alfalfa. We have a lot of deer that come out here. So this is just some cheap white clover that I got. There is hardly any clover in this field here. They like to come in here for the alfalfa. But as it gets later in the season and stuff, they just don't come out here as much. So what we want to do is we're going to try to get some clover in here, and we can maybe get them in and out a little bit earlier. We want to make this little spot not so much for hunting. We just want to make it a little bit more desirable. Make this like the best spot in the field to eat. So we can, and this is not like pure alfalfa. This is alfalfa mixed with some other stuff, and he uses it. A farmer that used to lease it, he had this, and then I just told him he can keep farming this for free, and I'll just keep doing what I do. And then when it gets to the point where there's not enough land for him to farm economically, he's just going to pull out. But I'll let him get a few more cuttings, and it's nice that he cuts it off. But this is, like I said, not like pure alfalfa, like California horse fucking sale alfalfa. But we get a lot of deer out in this field, and we just want to make it this right here. We don't own that. So we want to make it so they live more in here than they do here. And like I said, just make this the most desirable spot. Don't know if it'll work or not. Like I said, it was just some white clover that Smiley had. So we thought, what the hell, we'll frost seed it. We'll see what we can get to take in here. If it doesn't take, I'm out like, I don't know, $40 and my brother's energy. But yeah, that's his gun stand. So he doesn't mind doing this. But yeah, we're not setting this up to hunt. We might hunt it. If we get a bunch of deer and early enough and they're coming right here and they're congregating, we might hunt it. But this year is just really a busy year. So we don't know if we're going to be doing a whole lot here. Like I said, we want to get the switchgrass in. That's huge here. We'll get this frost seeded. We might put in a little bit of a food plot over there or something. I don't know. I got some other things in the works. So I got to see how that pans out before I do a bunch of changes over here. But yeah, I got the main clover fields that we have on Epic Acres 1 and 2. Them are done. We're getting ready for food plots. We're going to plant some wild rice in, actually we're going to do commercial rice this year. We're going to see how it goes, because I don't know much wild rice, and I don't want it to overrun our new wetland scrape. We're hoping to do a wetland scrape down in there. But we want to manage that over there for ducks. So it really is all about doing epic shit on Epic Acres and just turning it into what we got to turn it into. But yeah, that's it. Frost seeding's done for the year. See ya.